There is a law Jewish mothers have kept inside the home for over 100 years. It was never written in any bank pamphlet. It was never taught in any finance class. It was passed from a mother's hand to a daughter's hand, quietly, in the kitchen, before a wedding, or on a Friday evening before the sun went down. It is called the 555 law, and if no one ever taught it to you, your money has been leaking from your home in ways you cannot see. I want you to stay with me today, because what I am about to share is not theory. It is not motivation. It is not something I read in a book. It is something I watched work inside real homes for generations, and it starts tonight. Most people manage money the way banks taught them to. Save a little, spend the rest, borrow when you need more. That system was not designed for you. It was designed to keep money moving toward the bank, not toward your home. And the proof is in how you feel right now. You are working, you are trying, money comes in, and somehow it disappears. Not all at once, but quietly, steadily, like water through a crack you cannot find. You are not bad with money. You were never taught the law that governs the home. Jewish families have rebuilt wealth in every country they were scattered to, from nothing, from exile, from loss. And the reason was not only hard work, it was because the women who ran those homes knew rules the outside world never wrote down. Rules about where money rests. Rules about what you say inside your walls. Rules about what you do on Friday before the sun sets. These rules were not decoration. They were architecture, the invisible structure that held the home together financially, week after week, year after year. On the night I married, my mother-in-law pressed a small folded card into my hand. I thought it was a blessing. I tucked it away without reading it carefully. It was only years later, sitting at my own kitchen table, that I unfolded it again and understood what it actually was. 3 rows, 5 items each. A map. Not a spiritual map, a household map. Instructions for how a woman positions money inside the home so that it stays, grows, and multiplies. I wish someone had sat me down at 22 and explained every line. I am sitting you down now. This is the 555 law. 3 groups of 5, and if you apply even one of them tonight, something in your home will shift. The first 5 are the 5 places money must never sleep. Money is not passive. It carries energy, and where it rests matters. Jewish mothers understood this the way they understood everything else about the home, through observation, through tradition, through watching what happened when the rules were followed and what happened when they were not. The first place money must never sleep is inside a drawer with broken things. A broken pen, a dead battery, a watch that no longer runs. When you store money near broken objects, you are placing it inside a field of things that no longer work. Your subconscious registers that every time you open the drawer. Move your money away from the broken. The second place money must never sleep is inside an empty wallet. An empty wallet is a signal. It tells your home and it tells your mind that there is nothing here. Even one bill, one coin, kept deliberately in a wallet you honor, changes the energy of that vessel. Your wallet should never be completely empty, and it should never be thrown on the floor like something unimportant. The third place money must never sleep is near the back door. The back door is an exit. Everything near it is in motion, leaving. Shoes, bags, things going out. Grandmothers would never leave a purse or wallet near the back of the home overnight. Money kept near exits tends to exit. Place your wallet near the front, near the center, near a place of arrival, not departure. The fourth place is a dark corner of the bedroom. Not the bedroom itself, but a forgotten corner, a pile, a shelf that never gets light. Money stored in darkness stays in darkness. Give your money a place that is clean, visible, intentional. A small dish, a dedicated drawer, a box you chose for the purpose. The act of choosing matters. The fifth place is loose on surfaces. Coins scattered on a counter. A bill left crumpled on a nightstand. When money is scattered, it is disrespected. And what is disrespected does not stay. Gather it, contain it, give it a home inside your home. That is the first 5. Tonight, walk through your home and find the one place where your money is sleeping wrong. Just one. Move it. That single act is more powerful than any financial advice you have ever received. The second 5 are the 5 things you must never say about money inside your home. Jewish grandmothers were ferocious about this. Certain phrases were not allowed inside the house. Not because of superstition, because they understood something the Talmud teaches plainly. The tongue is the pen of the heart. What you speak inside your walls becomes the spirit of your home. The home is a vessel, and what you pour into it verbally, you pour into it spiritually. The first phrase that must leave your home is this one: we cannot afford it. Replace it with, we choose where this goes. One phrase is surrender, the other is authority. The second phrase is, money always runs out. Replace it with, more is coming. You are not lying to yourself. You are refusing to program your home with scarcity. The third phrase is, we never have enough. Replace it with, this home is provided for. Say it even when it feels like a stretch, especially when it feels like a stretch. The fourth phrase is, I do not know where it all goes. This one is particularly harmful because it declares powerlessness. Replace it with, I know exactly where my money goes. Even if that is not fully true yet, speak it as an intention. Intentions spoken in the home become habits lived in the home. The fifth phrase is the most common and the most damaging. Money is the root of all problems. This is a misquote, and it is a dangerous one. The original teaching is that the love of money above all else creates suffering. Money itself, in Jewish wisdom, is a tool for tzedakah, for provision, for peace in the home. When you call money a problem, you make it your enemy. Your home will agree with you. Replace it with, money is a tool, and this home uses it wisely. 5 phrases out, 5 phrases in. Write them down if you need to. Put them on your refrigerator. Say them in the kitchen where your home can hear you. The third 5 are the 5 Friday night actions that seal the week's wealth. Shabbat was never only rest. In every home I grew up watching, Friday evening was a weekly financial ritual dressed in the clothes of a holy day. The women who prepared the home on Friday were doing something far more than cooking and cleaning. They were closing the financial week with intention. They were sealing what came in and setting the vessel for what was coming next. The first action is to light the candles before anything else is addressed. Light before money. Always. The candles are not decoration. They are a signal that this home operates by a different order than the outside world. Provision first, then activity. The second action is to sweep toward the center of the home, never toward the door. You may have heard a version of this warning from your own grandmother, perhaps in different words. Sweeping outward moves energy out. Sweeping inward gathers it. On Friday, the motion matters. Sweep toward the heart of the home. The third action is to set the table fully. Even in lean weeks, even when things are tight, a set table with a cloth and dishes placed with care is a declaration that this home expects to be fed. It is not wishful thinking. It is a posture of bitachon, of trust, practiced in the most ordinary and domestic way possible. The fourth action is to place something small, a coin or a small bill, beneath the challah cloth, honoring provision, acknowledging that what came in this week was a gift, not just a transaction. This small act keeps you in relationship with money as something sacred, not just something spent. The fifth action is to speak a blessing over the home before the meal begins. Not a long prayer, not a formal recitation. Simply name one thing that came in this week, one provision, one door that opened, one bill that was met. Speak it aloud at the table. My mother-in-law did this every single Friday for 54 years of marriage. Not once did she skip it. Not in the lean years, not in the hard years. And her home always had enough. Not extravagance, enough. And enough, honored with ritual, has a way of becoming more. Now I want to tell you something important before we close. The enemy in your financial life is not the economy. It is not your salary. It is not even your debt. The real enemy is domestic carelessness, the slow drift away from the habits that protect a home. Modern life stripped the ritual out of the home and replaced it with anxiety. And banks profit from anxious people. Anxious people borrow. Anxious people spend impulsively. Anxious people never save with real intention. The 5-5-5 law is the antidote to that anxiety because it gives your home structure, rhythm, and dignity around money. It puts you, not the bank, back at the center of your household's financial energy. That is where you belong. That is where Jewish mothers always stood. Here's what I want you to do tonight. 3 things, 4 minutes total. First, move your wallet to a place of honor. Not a drawer, not the floor, not the back of the house. Somewhere central, somewhere clean, somewhere you chose deliberately. Second, remove one broken or dead object from the room where you keep your money. One. That is all. A dead plant, a broken item, something that no longer works. Remove it tonight. Third, say this aloud before you sleep. Say it in your kitchen or at your front door or wherever feels most like the heart of your home. Say, "This home is a vessel for abundance. What comes in is honored here." That is it. Simple, free, powerful. And now I want you to write something in the comments. Right now, before you scroll past. Write, "I keep the 555 law." Not, "I will try." Not, "This sounds interesting." Write it as a declaration, because the moment you claim it, it begins to work in you. If your grandmother never taught you this, I will. Subscribe so you never miss the next law from this home to yours. And the next video I want you to watch is about your bedroom, because your bedroom is either multiplying your financial energy or quietly draining it every single night. That teaching is already waiting for you. May your home be full, may your table never be empty, and may everything that comes in stay.